Do you want better prospects? Do you want more qualified prospects? Do you want to work with your dream client more often? Well, today I'm going to share with you how you're going to attract your 5-star prospects and work with your dream clients by following a little process that you can do really easily. And then at the end, I'm going to share specifically an action I would like you to take that's really simple for you to do that's going to attract your dream clients on LinkedIn. Hey, it's Jesse Eker, and today I'm talking about how do you get more of your dream clients by getting more 5-star prospects? How do you make sure that you're engaging with the right people? Because here's the deal. A lot of times people are rude, they're complaining, they're needy, they're not very nice, and you still talk to them anyways, right? You still move them down your pipeline. Well, today I want you to create some boundaries for yourself and respect for your business so that you can only work with the best people that you enjoy working with, that you love working with, and it starts with creating 5-star prospects. All right, so what is 5-star prospects? Well, I learned from one of my mentors, Talking More, this concept of calling a 5-star prospect, which is basically a list for you to come up with on what is defined as someone that you want to work with. And if you can create this list for yourself, you can create a boundary for yourself, but you can also create the intention of, here's the people I want to work with, here's the people I don't want to work with. Because the thing is, if people zap your energy away from what you're doing, you're not going to want to do it. You're not going to want to show up for it. You're not going to want to be there. And if money is the only driver, you're going to get burnt out very quickly. The goal of what you're doing is to really come from a service standpoint and not come from a money standpoint. And if you are serving a lot of people that are really not the people you want to be working with, guess what's going to happen? You're going to have to be forced on the money side, and that's never going to be a long-term motivator for you or a solution for you. So I'm going to give you our 5-star prospecting list, and meaning that these are the things that we follow when we're talking to our prospects. And if they don't, well, we say thank you so much or have a nice day, or we just ignore them, right? Or we fire them as a client, which is one of the funnest things to do. No, I'm just joking. You don't want to fire someone as a client because that means that they have got through your 5-star prospecting, guidelines, and that's not something that you have the guidelines there for a reason, so they don't become a client, it doesn't become a hassle. So here's our 5-star prospecting list, and at the end I would love for you to create yours and then comment below with what your 5-star prospects look like as well. So number one is we want to make sure that they're friendly and conversational. One of the things that we don't want is we don't want someone who is like very cold, who's really, reserved to themselves and not willing to talk to us, not willing to be sharing with us, not being vulnerable as far as we're asking them questions to really try to serve them. And if they think that we're just trying to sell them, just sell them something just for the good of our company versus helping them and the good of them, and we're doing something for them and helping them versus to them, and they're resisting us and they just can't get past that, that's not going to be a good prospect for us. So someone who's a great prospect for us is understanding that we're here to provide a solution for them. We really have their best interest at mind. I understand people have been in the past, but if someone continues to bring that along, how you do anything is how you do everything. So if that's the way they're going to do, then any processes we have, they're going to be closed off around it. Any actions we ask them to take, they're going to be more closed off around it and doubt it. And that's not what we want in our prospects, nor do we want them in our clients. So that's something really big for us, is they have to be friendly and conversational and open to what we do. The second one is more when it comes to me and my personality and what I would like the vibe of our business to be is they gotta have a sense of humor in some sort of way, right? They can't take their life or their business so seriously. Now, business is serious in the fact that we want to improve, we want to grow, we want to make sure that we're getting to the standards and goals that we create for ourselves, but we want to have fun in the process. And if you're someone who's a party pooper and doesn't like to have fun, or is what they call a Karen, I guess they call, a negative Nancy, you're not right for us. You can go find those serious other people, because I'm just not one of those people. I'm not, this is probably one of the nicer shirts I've worn in the last little bit, right? And I'm doing it because I want to, because I'm having fun with it, not because I'm a very serious person. So if you're a very serious person and you don't have a sense of humor, because I crack jokes, I might swear, I might do a bunch of different things that create some sort of vibration or vibe in our business, and you have a problem with that, then you're just probably not right for us, and that's okay. So that's part of our 5-star prospecting. The third one for us is neediness or bossiness. Listen, we are in business not to be bossed around by you, right? And if you have a client who's super bossy and like willing to, almost create the hierarchy of, I'm the client, everything I say you have to do, or I'm super needy to even get any type of, results, or even just like overstep my boundaries of like what I'm doing and what I'm asking for, then that just doesn't work. Like, recently we had someone who said, I need to talk to Jesse before I buy. And we said no. Because the reason is that's not our process. And if there's a reason why they need to talk to me, then we didn't do something right in the context. But more importantly, they're not bought into our process or our system. So I'm gonna have to be on everything for this person to be happy. That doesn't make sense. That doesn't work. And that doesn't work for us either. So we need to really think about what these person's saying. Are they being needy? Are they being bossy? And if they are, that's not gonna be a 5-star prospect for us. And we'll say, okay, I appreciate you. Thank you for being here, but bye. See you later. Okay, number 4. So let's talk about the next one. The big one for us is they need to want to grow right now and not be okay with just the where they're at. Now, it's okay to be content with where they're at, but there still needs to be this motivation and this desire to grow to the next level. See, in our program, which is a transformational program, we want to help people up-level their business, up-level their life using virtual events, but we really help them grow their online brand and their online business. And so if they don't want to grow, what that does is it creates an environment in our community of bringing us down. And so we want to continue to grow together. We want people to want to grow so that they're willing to put the time, energy, work, and effort into growing. And if they're only being okay, well then we're not going to get them the results they want, but they're not going to get the results they want, which means that it's not the best fit for us, right? So we got to find out that they're like willing and able and really wanting to grow to the next level, and not just like, business is okay and I'm okay with okay. That's not the person we want to be working with. And number 5 is we really don't want to have to convince someone that investing in themselves is the best investment that they can make. When it really comes down to it, when you invest in yourself for your own growth and your own ability to get to where you want to go, you're going to have the best investment return out of anything you could potentially do. Right? Because you can't unlearn what you learn. You can't undo the experience you get, right? And so investing in yourself is the best investment that you could potentially make. And we don't want to educate someone on that. We don't want to fight with someone on that. If you're watching this video and you're like, no, it's not, you're not a good prospect for us. For those who are like, yeah, hell yeah, it is. I've got 1,000,000 times return on investment when I invest in myself, then you're a good prospect for us, right? So we want to work with people who really believe that they need to bet on themselves, and if they do bet on themselves, they're going to have the best return on their investment possible. So the question is, what does your 5-star prospect look like? I'd love to see in the comments below a couple ideas of like, what's your 5-star prospect? Give me some like principles that you'd like to follow so that you can create some boundaries of letting people in versus letting people go, and then making sure that you have the best, most dream clients coming in. Now, here's the deal. And I said I'd do this at the beginning of how do you attract these dream clients and how do you get these 5-star prospects? The answer is really simple. Once you write down the 5 prospects, the 5-star prospects, and you write down a list, you need to ask yourself, are you being a 5-star prospect? Because here's the deal. You get what you are, not what you desire. Let me say that one more time. You get what you are, not what you desire. If you're not being a 5-star prospect, how can you expect to get 5-star prospects into your business? You get what you are and you attract what you are, not what you desire. Period. End of story. So let me see in the comments below what your 5-star prospect looks like, feels like, acts like, so that you can know what you need to become so you start attracting that person immediately. Thank you for watching this video. I appreciate your time. I appreciate your attention. And thank you so much for being here. Bye.